my city, my city, my city.
Hi guys, welcome to Take 5, where we take 5 minutes to discuss relevant topics and bring biblical truths to bear on the issues of this culture. My name is Ted, and I'm here with John. And today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic. What makes Christianity exclusive? Because it seems that every religion claims to be the only way to God. What makes Christianity different?
I would like to draw back to Jesus Christ, the author indeed of the Christian faith, the man upon whom the whole faith rests. And I'd like to actually quote him. Jesus claimed that he and the Father are one. Jesus said that I and my Father are one. Jesus claimed in John chapter 14.
He was claiming to be God.
Basically, yes. If
Right.
he says I and my Father are one, he's claiming to be God. And in John chapter 14 verse 6, he says, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
Yes.
And that again is a very exclusive statement. He actually continues that by saying that no man God gets to the Father, as you know, saying no man gets to God except by him. That's a very exclusive statement. And so what does he mean? And so I think it's important for us to ask ourselves, what do we do then with the words of Jesus? What do you do with those words? And so I'd like to suggest 3 things. People have perhaps suggested that Jesus was a good moral teacher. He taught well. And I think we don't have evidence in the New Testament to make such a claim in light of the things he said. No good moral teacher would say such things as Jesus said, except they be more than just a good moral teacher. And so you have to either say that Jesus Christ is a liar, meaning he was lying. The things he said were not true. He lied to people that he was God, and he wasn't. That is not consistent with a good moral teacher.
Yes.
And also, or if he wasn't a liar, then he was a lunatic. He was basically mad. He thought himself to be God, and he wasn't. Or the third point, that he was actually Lord. He was who he claimed to be.
Wow, fantastic. And I mean, just the fact to add to the fact that he is actually Lord, as you have rightly put it, is just to say that I have examined what other religions claim to say. Looked at what Islam has to say, and Buddhism and Hinduism, and I think there is one basic essence to what all these religions say. I think all other religions pretty much say that there are certain things you need to do to get to God. And basically Christianity comes and says something that is radically different, that you don't need to do certain things to reach God. God has already done something to reach man.
Wow.
He has made himself man, lived with man, and then taken all his sin upon himself so that people can actually come to him. And therefore, all that we need to do is actually to come and to believe in that work, in that finished work of Jesus, who is Lord.
Yeah.
And so I think that in itself sets Christianity apart, in that you don't need to do certain things with Islam. You need to, you have the 5 pillars of Islam. You need to give alms. You need to make a pilgrimage to Mecca. You need to do certain things so that you can be accepted before God. But in what the Bible says is that God has actually granted and made the initiative to reach man. And I think that sets Christianity apart and makes me want to celebrate my Christianity. I'm sure we could delve more into this, and perhaps we can discuss more about this, but that's it from us. Take 5. See you next time.
My city, my city, my city.